Story time on how I found out that my best friend and my boyfriend had a thing going on behind my back. Yeah, let's get into it. Disclaimer, she is my ex-best friend. He is my ex-boyfriend. I'm no longer with either. Okay? And this might ruffle some feathers because some people may know about it, you know? But I'm going to get right into it because I hate long story times. All right. So we're going to call her Pam. Me and Pam was besties. We was like this. You would not see her without me. Okay? Like, we was together. Her house was literally up the street from mine. I could look out of my window and see her house. Like, we was always together. All right, so fast forward, this is our senior year and we're about to graduate. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't know what I wanted to go to college for. And okay, so 3 months of us graduate and she comes to my house telling me like, hey bro, I'm going to Job Corps. I'm going to this one in Virginia. This is how it works out because I didn't know about it. So she put me on. So I'm like, oh bro, like I want to go. Like she like, bro, it happened so fast. I leave like in 4 days. Like my flight, I got everything. I got my ticket. Boom, boom, boom. So I was like, all right, let me get on my Zoom. Let me stop playing and sign up. So by the time I'm signing up, she already going. So I'm signing up for things that I want to go for. And the one in Virginia, the one that she was at, took too long to hit me back. So the one in Hazleton, PA, Keystone, that's the Job Corps I end up going to. And I left. So she at Job Corps, I'm at Job Corps, you know, we doing our thing. So we both come home for Christmas break or whatever. So we had like, I want to say 2 weeks. And, you know, when I went at Job Corps, by the way, this is where I met my ex-boyfriend. We were currently together by this point. So on Christmas break, we all came home. We got a hotel and brought New Year's in together. We had so much fun. He met my best friend. I'm like, this is Pam. Pam, this is my ex. Boom, boom, boom. Like, we all locked in. Like, you know, we had a time. We had an amazing time. We brought in the New Year together. Boom. So we ended up going back to school after the break was over. She ended up coming home because she got pregnant. Well, she was pregnant before she left. That's a whole nother story. But she ended up coming home after she found out she was pregnant and staying home. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold it down. Like, you know, that's going to be my godchild. We already made that known, you know. So, okay, so he graduated. My ex graduated before me. A few months later, I graduated. Boom. After that, he ended up moving to my hometown. So now we live together. And Pam will always come to my house. Like, that was always a thing even before school. So she would always come to my house and, you know, they knew each other. So everything was good. My ex-boyfriend at the time, he was a supplier. Stay with me. He was a supplier. He had purple flowers. Yeah. And he always also had, you know, prescription of things. You know how that go. Me and Pam was hefty on the purple flowers, you know, and my ex at the time would give us the purple flowers. So, yeah, so she would always come over a lot or whatever. So after like a few months, they did exchange numbers because, again, he was a supplier and she always wanted to get purple flowers. So, you know, I didn't care. You know, I'm young and gullible at this time. Like, you know, I just didn't care because that was my bestie and I trusted her. So, one time she came over after that, ex had supplies out on the table while we were together. I went to the bathroom really quick. I don't know if he went upstairs, went downstairs or whatever, but I came back out. She ended up having to go. And he told me he likes Pam stole some of my supplies. And it was the supplies that me and her don't take. You know, like, that's not even our thing. Like, what are you talking about? And then, second of all, you're blaming Pam for taking anything. Like, this is my best friend. You can get out. Like, that's how I came about her. Like, there's nothing you could tell me about her. Like, I didn't play about her. So he like, I'm telling you, like, it was right here in this spot. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was very calculated with things. That's one thing I can say. So I'm like, you really standing on this? Like, you really feel like we got into a whole argument because I feel like I know my bestie, like, she's not into that. Like, we don't even take that. Like, we stick to the purple flowers. But things could have changed because, again, she went to Job Corps for months. She was there for a year, some change. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even a year because she had to come home, but for a minute. And things could have changed while you was away from me, you know? So, yeah, I'm like, okay, you really standing on this. I'm going to call Pam. Call Pam. I'm like, bro, why is he trying to convince me that you took some supplies? Like, and it's the supplies we don't even use. She was like, bro, you know me. Like, come on now, what I look like? Like, I'm going to come over there right now. Da, da, da. So she ain't never come that day, though. She ain't never come. 2 days later, she did come over. He was out working. He was out working with his supplies. And, you know, me and her, we talking about it or whatever, but we let it go because I'm like, I know her. I ain't even about to trip over this, whatever. It's already going anyway. Like, so she came over that day. She left. Later on, he came home and was like, so my supplies is back in my spot. And I'm like, what? Now I know he not tripping because when we argued about it, it wasn't in that spot. I knew, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I told her, I'm like, it's funny that it popped back up. And I was like, bro, I'm not even trying to call you to feel like I'm accusing you of this, but it's just weird. So now after all of this, it's back up. I'm like, all right, I can't pinpoint that it was you for a fact. So I'm not even about to do that. So as time go on, he's side-eyeing her. He don't like her now. He like, no, I don't fool with her. I don't bang with her. Cool. I'm like, but I'm not going to stop talking to her. That's my best friend. Whatever. So one day me and him got into an argument. And this is when I found out. Fast forward, she ended up having a baby. Now, that's a whole different ball game. But she ended up messing with this dude that wanted to take care of her and her baby because he liked her so much that he wanted to just be in their lives. And she was in survival mode because the father was not in the child's life at all. So, and he was Mexican. Mind you, he lived across the street from me. I knew him. I knew his family. My brother went to prom with his sister and them. Yeah. So I'm like, don't do that, bro. Like, don't do that to him because he's really going to be in love. What if he get crazy and you don't even really like him? Yada, yada, yada. Like, whatever. I understood the situation. Whatever. So she dealing with him. So now she's across the street. We see her all the time. So, like I said, me and my ex got into this heated argument. And me and her, like, we got into something like the week before, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Like, we just wasn't talking for a little bit. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. It's something that we always did. Me and him get into it real bad, though. We arguing so bad, and he hit me with it. That's why I pay him on my body. That's why I pay him on me. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all, I was so mad. I'm like, you just talking crazy like you always do, because we was just toxic when we got into our argument. So I'm just thinking he talking, like, running his mouth. Nah, he was that serious. And then he pulled up Snapchat. This is when Snapchat was, like, really big and popping at the time. So I'm like, Snap? Like, and then I seen her name. I knew this was her Snap. But I'm like, when did y'all follow each other on Snap? But you know how you can follow each other when y'all have each other's number. Whatever. He went to the Snap and then he pulled his phone back because now his heart dropped. Because now he realized what he's doing. So I'm like, no. I see a scroll, like, of messages. Bro, like, I'm like, no, go back. He was not trying to go back. I snatched that phone and it was right at the messages. And my heart was shattered at the things that I've seen. Like, heart emojis and flirting in the messages, and oh my god, like, that was my first, like, friendship heartbreak that I knew we would never ever come back from, because of the simple fact that I wouldn't even look at a man that you ever even talked to for 2 seconds, and you did this to me. Like, we knew each other before. Like, you did this to me. Mind you, me and her going at it. Like, she's not answering none of my phone calls, like, nothing. You would think that I would be crying over him. Like, I didn't even care about him at all, y'all. I was so, y'all, I couldn't believe that I was actually going through that with a friend. Like, I've heard stories about stuff like this all the time. She was on him the whole time, but I knew it. I'm just like, bro, like, you was in survival mode. You knew how much I liked and loved this man. Like, you see me so happy. But yeah, y'all, like, to this day, I'm just like, wow. I don't care no more because I've evolved. I'm grown now. Like, I was grown then. Like, I was early 20s then. But we've never, ever talked after that. Like, she know that she can't never talk to me after that. Like, I forgive her now. I'm a child of God. You feel me? Like, things happen. It is what it is. But forgiveness does not mean reconnection, babe. You know what I'm saying? And that, after that day, I realized everything that my mom told me about friends and women, that's when it hit. Like, my mom never lied to me. Like, you lucky to get one good friend in this lifetime. Like, don't never bring these women around your men. Don't never be too comfortable around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them talks, like, it hit that day. And I'm just like, I can't believe I'm the one going through this, y'all. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, she was a Gemini. He was a Libra. I'm an Aquarius.
Story time about the worst date that I've ever been on my entire life. In his car, he's not talking. He's literally not talking. I'm trying to make small talk. He's freaking weird. I'll say something. He'll say something weird in response. I can't even bring myself to fake laugh. Like, why'd you say that? please take it back. So it's just really weird. And I asked him, I was like, can I see your phone so I can play some music? And he was like, yeah, here you go. He hands it to me. I get on his Apple Music. Every single playlist is named after me and has my picture as the cover picture. All of them. All of them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to get home today? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. So I act like I don't see it. And then he's like, did you see? Did you see my playlist? I was like, I saw. Then he takes me go-kart racing. He wouldn't tell me where he was taking me. So I was like, he's going to take me to the woods and kill me. Like, he's my stalker. Nah, he takes me go-karting, which is just a thing in itself. We get there, they're closed. So we sit in his car for 30 minutes till they open, which he's not talking until I get on my phone, right? Wrong. He starts looking over at my phone. He's like, who are you texting? Who are you talking to? Now, you don't know me. You don't know. I don't have to tell you who I'm talking to. And if I did tell him who I was talking to, he'd get all butthurt. What do you want me to say? I'm texting other boys. I'm texting my hoes right now. But if I said that, you get all butthurt. So maybe mind your own, huh? Then he takes me to Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. But also first date, really? Anyhow, we get there. He spills mild sauce all down his white hoodie. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, I'll get napkins. And he was like, no. He gets out of the car, slams the door, leaves me in there to eat my Taco Bell. So I'm just eating my Taco Bell while he's in the bathroom for like 15 minutes, cleaning himself up. Comes back out with a smudged round stain. He was like, I don't have another hoodie. And I was like, it's okay. Like, he's throwing a fit. And then he was like, wait, I might have a jacket in my backseat. So then he goes back, his trunk. He goes to his trunk, gets this winter coat, puts it on, gets back in the car. I was like, okay, great. And he puts his elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. And I was like, hey, you just put your elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. He was like, are you kidding me? Which I was just like, whoa. So then he goes inside, leaves me in his car to eat my Taco Bell again. I'm already done. By the time he comes back out and starts eating his food, I'm done. So he's just sitting there eating for 30 minutes. We're not talking. We're not. Can't be on my phone because he's a nosy little hoe bag. So then he's like, now I'm going to take you to Six Flags. What? We just went go-kart racing and then Taco Bell. Now Six Flags? Okay. So then we go to Six Flags and he pays to park. He pays $30. He's like, I can't believe I just paid $30 to park at Six Flags. You planned the date. Why are you yelling at me? So then we go into Six Flags. I don't want to be there. I'm trying to hint, like, I'm so tired. Like, I really just need a nap. Like, you picked me up so early this morning. I haven't been getting up till noon every day. He's not taking the hint. He's like, what if you just took a nap in this line and then by the time you woke up, we could go on the ride? He was so weird. He was so weird. And ugly! I'm sorry. That's not nice. It's real. It's real. I'm not being a mean girl. I mean a real girl here. So then we get in line for another ride. And who's behind me? Directly behind me, but 3 people from my school. 3. And so I tell him, I was like, hey, don't turn around. There's people from my school behind us, and I'm not really friends with them. And he was like, I'm going to stare at them. And I was like, no, you're not. Don't be a freak. And then he was like, I'm just going to stare at them until they get uncomfortable and look away. Which I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. What if I just shoot myself right now? I don't want to be seen with him. I don't need them thinking that we're together. Like, at most, they can think we're cousins. I'm trying to distance myself away from him. He's buddy right up next to me no matter how far I scoot away. I'm up against the rail and he's up on me. And I'm scared for my life. Then we finally get on the ride. Who are we sitting next to? But of course, those 3 people. There's no way they didn't see me with him. There's no way they didn't know we were on a date because he was so freaking touchy-feely with me. So then we go on another ride. He puts his hand out for me to hold. And I was like, I shove it in my pocket as fast as I can. And I was like, sorry, my hands are really cold. And then he was like, you don't have to make excuses. Obviously I do. Obviously you're making me make excuses, putting your hand out like I want to hold it or something. Then we go on this last ride. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do more than this. So we get on the ride. I have my back pushed against the wall so he can't put his arm around me because he's so close to me I can smell him and it is not a good smell. So I was just like, he can't put his arm around me if he can't get his hand behind me. He tries his best. He starts going, ooh, he makes a breakthrough behind my back, has his arm around me. And I guess he could see by the look on my face, which I was just like, he was like, wait, is it okay if I put my arm around you? And I was like, well, it's already there. It's already there. You already did. What's the point asking now? So then finally I was just like, we get off this ride. I was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Sorry. And he was like, well, I had a really nice dinner planned for us after this with your favorite food, chicken Alfredo. And I was like, it's not my favorite food. And he was like, your sister lied to me. She told me chicken Alfredo was your favorite food. He pulls out the messages. She was like, I don't know, she likes chicken Alfredo, kind of. He's arguing with me about how this is my favorite food. My sister didn't even say that was my favorite food. She said I liked it. And I was like, sorry, like, I just feel kind of sick and tired. Like, could you just take me home? He was like, well, my buddy isn't going to be home until 9 o'clock tonight. So I would just be alone at his house if you don't hang out with me longer. And I was like, not my monkeys, not my circus. Get in the car, and then he makes me get out of the car to take a picture with him. He parked all the way out in BFE. It's the longest walk. We're walking, we're not talking. We're not. So we get to his car, and he's like, can you get out and take a picture with me really fast? Which I'm like, why couldn't we take a picture in the car? But whatever. Take a picture. I'm literally like, because I cannot pretend to be happy when I'm not. I just can't. I can't. So we get back in the car, and he's like just staring at me, and I'm like trying to not look at him because I'm not trying to get kissed. And so I was like, I'll put my address in your phone right now. And so I do. And then he's just sitting there like, and I was like, drive. Take me home. Let's go. We get back up to my house and we get to my gate. And I get out, I hop out the car to get the gate. And I was like, you just leave me here. I'll walk back. Which I have a crazy long driveway. So like, you know I want it out of there. And he was like, no, that's so rude. I have to walk you up to your front door and meet your parents. I was like, my parents are home. They're not home. You can't meet them, sorry. And I didn't want him walking all the way up to my front door because, like, my bedroom door kind of is just, like, on the side of that house. And I was like, you can just park up next to my bedroom door so you don't have to walk. So he pulls up to my bedroom door, still gets outside of the car to walk me out, and gives me the world's longest hug, which is a stinky boy. He was a stinky boy. And then I pull away, and I was like, okay, bye. And he was like, wait. Like, and gives me like the, and I was like, drive safe. And I run inside to my bedroom. I'm like, great, I escaped. Wrong. He starts yelling my name from my bedroom. Jade! 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 Come back! And I was like, this isn't real. This isn't real. So I run into my mom's bedroom because she actually is home. And I was telling her, he's calling me nonstop, texting me like, Jade, come back, come back. And she was like, you probably left something in his car. I was like, I did not leave anything in that man's car. And I was like, he wants me to kiss him. Then he texts me, can I kiss you before I leave? I was like, I don't kiss on the first date. He was like, sorry for even asking. I'm sorry too. So I think he's gone. He goes up to my gate and acts like he can't open it. It's literally just a latch and you just push it open. And he was like, it's fine. I'll just wait here till your mama gets home and she can save me. I was like, no, sir, she won't. She won't save you. Please leave. And he was like, oh, I figured it out. Bye. So then I'm like, okay, great, I can ghost him. He's texting me paragraphs every day, being like, please don't ghost me, please don't ghost me. He's getting ghosted. I'm sorry. So for reference, I filmed that beginning video in January, and I waited because after I blocked him, I didn't want him to like go on his friends' accounts and search me up and see I made a video about our date. Because believe it or not, I have a heart. I have a heart. So basically, my sister met this boy at church camp 2 years ago. He followed me on stuff. He would snap me. He would talk to my sister about me a lot. Which I was just like, that's kind of weird. But it was never like asking her about me. It was always just like, I like her so much. Like, your sister's so beautiful. Like, complimenting me, but to my sister. I never thought that this was going to anything was going to happen from this because I don't know him at all. We've never talked. And it was 12 hours away and like states over. Obviously, I was proven wrong. I was proven wrong. One day, he messages me being like, hey, like, I'm coming to where I live. For New Year's, I'm gonna go stay with my buddy, like, can I take you out? And I was gonna say yes, because I don't know him. I don't know anything about him besides he likes me. Which, like, how do you like me if we've never talked? Like, you don't even know how funny I am. What? Yeah, so then I tell my sister, and she was like, Jade, you have to go. Like, he likes you so much. He has this whole date planned out. Like, she was like, trust me, like, it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a good date. And she was like, and he's cute now. She was like, he had a major glow up. Like, you guys would be good together. And so I'm like, okay, Pearl, like, he's still thinking about me after all this time. He wants to take me on a date. He wants to drive 12 hours. Which, like, I wasn't thinking he was driving that far for the date. Like, he said he's already gonna be in town. But she talks me into it. I say yes to the date. And I give him my number so we can figure things out. And he's literally calling me all the time. He would, like, start tweaking out. Like, if I didn't answer a call, he would call me, like, 5 times in the span of, like, 2 minutes, like just blowing up my phone with messages being like, please don't ghost me, please don't ghost me. Which I'm like, whoa. Like, I told my sister, I was like, I think he's crazy, like this is kind of a red flag, no? And she was like, no, like he just really likes you. And I don't know, she had me convinced. He just like, he thinks he bagged a baddie and like he doesn't want to fumble. And I'm like, okay, like you right. You right. Anywho, finally day of the date comes up, doomsday as I call it. Not actually, but he comes and picks me up. He insisted that he picked me up. All the comments were like, no, you have to meet up for a first date. Good thinking. I'll write that down for next time. Also, a lot of them are telling me like, oh, like, poor guy, like, he's just trying to do something nice. Like, he totally dodged a bullet with a girl like you. I'm like, okay, he lost me at the playlists. The playlists? You heard that and you're like, nice guy. Screw you. Go die. Like, what? Sorry. So then I get in his car. This is the first time I'm seeing him, really. Because none of the snaps he ever sent me were ever, like, face card. I never got, like, a full face pic. And if it was like insanely blurry. I couldn't really tell what he looked like. So this is my first time seeing him. I'm like, oh no, my sister lied. Which I don't want to sound mean, but like, she saw him and thought like, oh yes, you two, cute couple, yes, love. It was criminal. And he comes bearing gifts. He has all of my favorite things in his car, like spread out in the seat. And I was just like, oh, like, okay, that's really nice, but it's really overkill. And, you know, I've already gotten the ick from his face, and I'm not into it. I'm not into it. So I go and take it back inside, and I'm just like, okay, like, I don't want to go back out there. Like, I can't do this. I'm not this strong. But I was like, okay, he drove so far. He's been so excited for this for like 2 months, and I need to give him a chance. Like, just because he's not particularly easy to look at doesn't mean he can't be a great guy. So, you know, I get my happy self back out there, and I get his car, try and talk. He's not my type. Not normal. Refer to part 1, the first half. And anywho, okay, now I'm gonna skip to what I left out in the first part. When I like had begged him to take me home and stuff, finally we're on the road back. I'm like, the whole way I was kind of like, I really don't know if we're headed home or not. Like, he seemed kind of angry. And then, you know, I'm facing my body away from him so he's not getting like any mixed signals. Like, let's make this very clear. This didn't work. He puts his hand out and grips my thigh, which I was just like, I felt violated. It was like, okay, like, sure, it's just my leg. I can live. And he's just gripping it, like, driving like, I'm like, oh, and he's driving like a maniac. He told me he'd never driven on a freeway before, and it showed. I was like, okay, if he doesn't take me in the woods and kill me, we're gonna die on the road. Anyway, he's gripping my thigh, and then I'm kind of like I kind of move my body, like, I'm literally up against the window at this point, and he puts his hand out onto the middle console and just puts it out for me to hold it. Like I want to hold it or something. I'm like, after all of that, you would think I want to hold your hand? But he starts like getting angry. And I was like kind of scared. And so I was like, okay, like I can just hold his hand and he'll take me home. He'll take me home. So I hold his hand. He's sweating bullets. He had like this mole on his hand that was like all hairy, and I'm like, sorry. Well, anywho, I'm just like holding his hand, and my hand is drenched in his sweat, and I'm like, this is so disgusting. Like, I can't. And so I just pull my hand away, and he immediately like gets angry. He's like, and I was just like, sorry, like your hand's really warm. It's kind of making mine sweat a lot, because I was still being nice to him for some reason. Big mistake. This is what I mean now. And he was like, oh, like, no problem. And he turns the AC all the way cold, puts the air all the way up, puts his hand up to it, like up to the air blower, holds it there for a couple seconds, and he's like, should be good now. The audacity. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, does he have like no social cues? Like, I don't understand. Like, you think he'd take the hint, like, oh, like, sorry, can't hold your hand. Oh, problem solved. And he's still angry for, I don't know, he was very angry. I was scared. And then we finally, we go to my house, refer to part 1 again. The end of part 1, I was like, sorry, like, I'm gonna have to ghost him. I literally had to block him on everything. He would not stop messaging me. He would not stop calling me every single day for like a week. He requested to follow my mom on Instagram. My mom has like the most private Instagram ever. Like, no one follows it. I don't even know how he found it. It's not even her name. I finally, I escaped, and my sister's texting me being like, why did you make this awful for him? And I'm like, no. This is criminal. She set me up, and then she blamed me for the date going bad, which I'm just like, ah! And now she denies ever having anything to do with this. She was like, well, I just gave him your Snapchat. That's all I did. I didn't make you do anything. Okay. And he started getting angry, like, in his messages. He was like, I can't believe you would do this to me. And he texted my sister, like, I've literally been obsessed with her for the past 2 years. She's all I ever think about. And my sister was like, maybe that's where your problem was.
Me, 14. Me, meet boy. Me, boy, start talking. Me, boy, talk a lot. Me, boy, start dating in June. Me, turned 15 in August. Boy turned 15 in October. Me, boy, find out we're pregnant. Me, boy, scared. Me, boy, very scared. Me, boy, tell me mom. Me, mom, mad. Me, mom, take me to CVS. Me, mom, make me take test in CVS bathroom. Test positive. Test very positive. Me, boy, tell me dad. Me, dad says everything will be okay. Me, dad, supportive. Me, boy, tell boy parents. Boy parents supportive. Me, mom, supportive. Me, boy, have appointment. Me, boy, see and hear baby. Me, boy, excited. Me, boy, very excited. Me, boy, tell no one. Me, boy, had pregnancy for 7 months. Me, boy, take trip. Me, boy, take a lot of trips. Me, boy, announce pregnancy on last day of school. Everybody shocked. Everybody supportive. Me, have baby shower. Me, very pregnant. Me, happy. Me, boy, go to hospital. Me, boy, have baby. Me, boy, have a boy. Me, hemorrhage. Me, in pain. Me, okay. Baby, okay. Me, boy, name baby Stetson. Me, boy, break up. Me, boy, go to court. Me, get primary custody. 10 months later. Me, boy, get saved. Me, boy, get back together. Boy has business. Boy work full time. Me, boy, now have big baby. Me, stay home with baby. Me, boy, love baby. Me, boy, wouldn't know what to do without baby. Me, boy, happy. Me, boy, and baby happy. Me, boy, stay with boy parents. Me, boy, save to move out. Me, boy, in love. Me, boy, in love with baby. Me, boy, tell you that teen pregnancy isn't encouraged, but if you're pregnant, it's gonna be okay.
Am I in the wrong for not forgiving my sister for sleeping with my boyfriend after he made her sick? I, 22 male, used to date Cole, 22 male. We knew each other our whole lives and started dating in high school. 3 years ago, I found out that Cole and my sister Millie, 21 female, were sleeping together. I broke up with Cole and went no contact with Millie. She wasn't really sorry anyway, so it's not like she was crying and begging me to forgive her. Our parents were more upset than she was, and they knew it too. Millie never knew Cole cheated on me with others too. I found out after our relationship ended and I didn't even confront him. I just got tested and was lucky to not have caught anything from him. Millie and Cole were together until Millie found out that she was HIV positive and that Cole was cheating on her their entire relationship. She decided to regret what she did after her life fell apart. She reached out to apologize, but I ignored her. She's already blocked and I have nothing to say to her. She can cry about her diagnosis and Cole being an a-hole to someone else. Millie told everyone about what happened. My parents stood by me and said that she had no right to expect forgiveness and or a relationship with me. But Mom's 2 siblings are telling me how important siblings are and how I need to forgive her. They said she was so young and I should make room for forgiveness for that reason and not let Cole destroy us. My uncle also said as the older brother, I should be able to soften my heart to her since it's my job to look out for her, and I failed by not getting her away from Cole. I told him to F off with that shit, and I muted my aunt and uncle for now. Mom told her siblings to leave me alone. They said I should know better than to hold an 18-year-old's F up that she now has to live with for the rest of her life, against her. So, am I in the wrong?